It started probably before I knew it. Before I knew God was working in my heart. It probably started with my mom praying for me for many years. At the age of 15, being from a background in a family that where there was alcoholism and abuse, thought I was going to try to get away from that, and it really, as strange as it seems, I ended up in that lifestyle, and so it's learned behavior. And at the age of 15, I started drinking. By the age of 18, I was doing a lot of drugs. There's a bunch of years that go by. It just kind of goes by in a blink. I was 35, and I had a friend who was my drug dealer, who went out to California to go to school, and he came back from California, and he had given his life to God, and he shared the gospel with me. I felt like God was speaking to me, and it was that he had been waiting for me, and he had been searching after me, coming after me, and I had been ignoring him, and that he was giving me an opportunity to turn my life around. It was a very significant time when my friend found me. I was at a very low point in my life, even though for people who were to see me, I was trying to put on that show. So I accepted the Lord at that moment, and I in my heart and in my mind and with everything, I gave my life to God. And I said, Lord, whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. I just started going to a church. From going to that church, I ended up being a pastor years later. From then, God had called me into the ministry of loving and ministering to children. I had the opportunity to come out here at the ranch and work for the ranch. And that has been a life-changing experience for me. Jesus was a teacher. And so we get to come alongside and we get to teach every day. We actually just look for those moments. And so I really value that I get to be a teacher, and I get to teach every day, and I get to teach other teachers how to teach. I get to teach staff how to teach, and then they pour that into the boys. And so this concept of teaching and modeling, it's not just talking about it, it's actually doing it, being available, being vulnerable. And I feel like that those things, I'm still working on aspects of those things myself. I mean, we're all moving and being sanctified, if you will, in this process, in this program. As I see the boys develop, I see men develop. And as I see my staff, I see them develop. I see myself develop. And it's because we are all looking to create that community, a good community, to where people will thrive and where they'll grow in God's love. That's all there is. It's the hope. It was His hope. It was His sacrifice. It was His love that brought me just 11 years later, from a drug addict, a drug-addled individual, to being here, loving people, creating quality community that honors the Lord. It's more than anything that I could have ever dreamed of, and it's more. There's just more good stuff to come. Many times I wake up in the morning and the Lord, just the Holy Spirit in me, is like, it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning of forever. There's so much more.